हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं सागर बम्बोली आप सभी का फिर से स्वागत करता हूं मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में जिसका नाम है कॉमर्स ट्रेजर। अगर आपने मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो जल्दी से जाइए मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन दबाना मत भूलना। तो चलिए फ्रेंड्स, चलते हैं और कॉमर्स के खजाने से कोई नया टॉपिक निकालते हैं। चलिए फ्रेंड्स,
Today's topic is research report. What is this research report? What are the components of ideal research report? What are the essentials of ideal research report is a main focus point which we are going to discuss today in this particular class. Now, let us go to the meaning of business research report. The last and the final step of a research process is a preparation of a research report. Once all the data has been collected, the data has been analyzed, the data has been interpreted, we have to present that data which is called as a research report. In general, we say that when the results of a research are communicated in a written form, it is called as a research report. Let us go to see a definition of a research report. According to Lancaster, a report is a statement of collected and considered facts. See, it is a report. It is a particular statement which is a collection of collected and considered facts so drawn up as to give a clear and concise information. You are drawing that up, you are making that up to give a clear and a concise information to whom? To the persons who are not in the possession of the full facts of the subject matter of the report. So usually this report is given to those persons who are not able to understand, who are not able to get an idea on their own. So you prepare a report on their behalf, on their basis, and give it to those particular persons. Then let's go to the layout or components of an ideal research report. Now this question usually it is asked for MCOM exams, for MBA exams if you have a research subject, or any other exams if you are taking which has a research subject. Not only this is also help in your NET exams. If you are writing the NET exams, you have paper 1 where you have research oriented topics where you can get this particular questions as MCQs. Now let's go to the layout and components of an ideal research report. Usually, reports have a specified format. The format of a report varies as per the nature of the report. If you are doing a report for a PhD thesis, then the report will be different. If you are doing it for an MCOM project, then the report is going to be different. If you are doing for a business problem, then the report is going to be different. But the basic components of a particular report always remains the same. Now let us go to the main components or main layouts which are there in a particular business report. The first component is the title page. Now title page is nothing but the first page which you see in a research report. What all it includes? Title page includes title of the research, topic of the research, name of the researcher. If you are a single person, then it is a single name. If you are a group of students who are doing a research, then it will be a name of the group of students. Then funding institutions, whether you are doing it on your own or you have been funded by a particular institution, you have to specify that name. Or if you are doing it for a particular company, you have to write the name of the company for which you are doing this particular research. And lastly, you have to write the date of submission of a research report. Now the second particular component is table of contents. Now what all you have to include in this table of contents? Table of contents is the outline of the contents. What all are the inclusion of a particular research report? What all have been included in your particular research report? It includes a list of chapters, that titles with the page number, so that whenever we want to go to a specific chapter or a specific title, we can easily go with the help of those page numbers. The third component of a research report is list of tables and graphs. Now in this we include the title of the table, title of the graphs, along with the numbers, serial number, whatever we have given to those tables and graphs. And not only that, we also mention the page number so that we can go easily to that particular page or that table or graph whenever we want in future for the particular extra research or additional research. Next point is executive summary. Executive summary is also called as an abstract. So in this we give a brief overview or brief summary of the particular research or the whole research within 1 or 2 pages, or usually within 200 words about everything whatever you have done in a particular research. It is also said that it is a quick overview of the report, whatever is included in the report. The next point is introduction. Now this is the main point of a research report. It is a main section which includes the following topics. It includes theoretical background of the topic. If you have any theoretical background, if you have any theory relating to that particular topic, you can write all this in the section. Then statement of the problem, for what purpose you conducted the research, that problem you have to write in this section. Then review of literature, if you have already research have been done on this topic previously, or if you have studied any articles regarding to this topic, you can write the review of the literature. You can write those particular articles, specify the main points of the article in this particular part. Objective of the study, what are the main objectives or purpose of conducting this research are written in this particular section. Then hypothesis to be tested, if you are testing a particular hypothesis, you have to write the hypothesis, what you are going to test in this particular part. Scope of the study, now scope of the study is nothing but what exactly you are going to do in a research, what exactly is the boundary of your research. It can be a geographical boundary or geographical scope, like area or place where you are collecting the particular data or to be covered, or it may be a content scope, that is aspects to be included or to be excluded in your research or in your research topic. Lastly, we write the period of study, that is for how many years you are going to conduct this research or for how many months you have done this particular research is been written in this particular section. The next particular component which is there in a research report is the methodology. Now methodology is also a very important part of a research report. Now what all are included in methodology part? In methodology, we have this following 6 points. First one is research design. Research design is the blueprint of the research. How are you going to do a research? What are the things you are going to do in your research will be written in this particular point. What type of research are you conducting? Whether it is an exploratory research, whether it is a descriptive research, whether it is a pure research, applied research, any type of research which you are conducting has to be written in this particular point. The second point which you have to write in methodology is about sampling. Now in sampling point, what all have to be included? First one is sampling frame. Now what is this sampling frame? Sampling frame is nothing but making an accurate and comprehensive list of population from which samples are to be selected. For example, if I have to collect a sample or if I have to select a sample, I have to make a particular frame from which I am going to collect the particular samples. The best example of a sampling frame can be a telephone directory. There you will have a lot of people, there will be a whole population, and then you can select whether you have to select persons starting from A or B or from specific area or from specific number, etc. Then you have to write about sample size, what is going to be the size of your sample, whether it is a small sample, large sample, depending upon the type of research. Then we write about the nature of the population, whether it is a homogeneous population which you are dealing with or it is a heterogeneous population which you are dealing with. And lastly, we write about technique of samplings, whether you are using non-probability based sampling or probability based sampling method. You may use simple random sampling, you may use stratified sampling, systematic sampling, cluster sampling, or non-probability based sampling like quota sampling or chunk sampling or convenience sampling, etc. Next point is about data collection. Here you have to write about the source of data, whether it is a primary source which you have collected for the first time, or it may be a secondary source which is already been collected by some other persons for some other use, or it may be both primary as well as secondary data. Then you have to also mention about the technique of collecting data, whether you have used interview method or you have used observation method or you have used questionnaire method or schedules or any other method which you have used for collecting the data have to be written in this particular point. Then you have to write about method of data collection, whether you are going for census method, that is collecting data from each and every element of the population, or you are going for a sample method, that is collecting data only from the selected representative samples from the population. The next step which you have to write is about data analysis. Now in this step, whatever analysis you are doing, you have to write about those analysis. You have to write about the instruments which you are going to use for your analysis, like charts or graphs or formulas, etc. This is going to help your readers to understand what exactly are the formulas which you have used in your research. How did you come to a particular point or a particular solution in a particular research? And graphs and chart makes your research very attractive and easy for the reader to understand these particular points. Next point which we are going to write is about findings. Now after you go with all the analysis and interpretation part, you get to know about some facts or findings about that particular research problem or research topic. So you write down about all the findings of the research topic, what you found or what are the key things which you found out in that particular topic. All things have to be specifically written in this particular point. Then comes the last step, which is limitations of a research process. no research is free from errors, so every research will be having certain limitations. So you have to write the limitations which you faced while you are doing the particular project. The limitations may be data collection limitation, which like you might not get the full data, or error in data collection or data analysis, there may be some sort of error, or while collecting sample there may be some particular error, or it may be time constraint, you might have lesser time to do that particular research, or it may be fund constraint, there may be some monetary constraint. So whatever limitations or difficulties which you faced while doing this research have to be written in this particular step. The next step which you have to remember is about conclusion and recommendation. Now every research report has this particular point which is very important, like whatever problem you started with, now you have to go to the conclusion of that particular problem. Now what should you write in this particular step? Now in this step you have to write about conclusions based on the hypothesis which you have tested, whether it is accepted or rejected. You have to give your conclusion, and based on that conclusion you have to provide necessary recommendations, or you have to provide solutions for the business problem you originally started with. The next step is about appendix. Now what is this appendix? Appendix is nothing but it is a supplementary or secondary references which you have used in your research project. It is usually in the format of appendix A, capital A, appendix capital B, and it goes on going the number of appendix which you are going to use. Now why this appendix is used? Usually it helps the author to authenticate the thesis and help the reader to check the data. Now as a reader, if you have any doubts, you can just go back to the appendix, you can see the data whatever it is given in the charts, so that you can cross verify the data. What else is included in this particular part? So it includes the original data, long tables, if there are any extra charts, if you have any, you can just write in that particular appendix. Then supportive legal decisions, if you have any laws and documents, questionnaires if you have made any, or letters or schedules or forms or case studies, histories, etc. Whatever you have collected, you can just give it in the appendix so that the user can get more information about the particular topic. The last step which you have to write, or which is there as a component of a research report, is bibliography and references. Now what is this bibliography and references? Bibliography and references includes the list of books, websites, magazines, articles, reports, journals, etc. whatever you have used, or from whichever source you have collected data for your particular research. Now it also includes the name of the author, publisher, year of publication, edition of whatever books, magazine, website, wherever you have taken the information from. So these are all the main components of an ideal research report, as I said, which can be asked in your MCOM exams, which can be asked in your MBA if you have a research subject, or any other stream if you have a research subject. It is a general topic which is also used in NET exams, KSET exams, or any other competitive exams relating to research. So thank you friends, this is all about today's topic. If you like the video, please like my channel, please subscribe my channel, and share this video with your friends so that they can also take the advantage of this. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get my notifications whenever I come with the next video. Thank you friends, let's meet in the next video.